Welcome to a new episode on Tales and Stories Hub. Today, we open a new chapter in humanity's oldest legends, a journey back to the dawn of Egyptian civilization, to a time that existed before the pharaohs, before the pyramids, and before the first king ever ruled the Nile Valley. This is the story of Predynastic Egypt, the hidden age that shaped the greatest civilization in human history. Sunrise, a beginning lost in time. Around 3400 BC. Far before the well-known pharaohs etched their names into stone, ancient Egypt had already developed a remarkably advanced culture. Beautifully decorated pottery appeared in countless forms. Small, detailed figurines, especially female statues, were crafted with incredible care. Ivory combs, shaped like elegant animals, reveal a refined taste for beauty and art. Slate palettes, designed for grinding coal, were carved into the forms of graceful creatures, each piece a work of art that carried within it the first sparks of pharaonic identity. National Park, a land divided. Two kingdoms, two crowns. Archaeology reveals that Egypt was once split into two powerful kingdoms. The Northern Kingdom, in the Delta, ruled by a king wearing the red crown. The Southern Kingdom, in Upper Egypt, ruled by a king wearing the tall white crown. Each region had its own god. Horus reigned supreme in the north, while Seth dominated the south with his cult centered in Nut, near Nekheb. But history was moving toward a single destiny. As time passed, the northern kingdom grew stronger, eventually overcoming the south and unifying the land under one flag. And from that moment, Horus became the divine symbol of the United Kingdom. Ancient capitals, Buto, Nekheb, and the rise of Heliopolis. Before unification, the capital of the north was Buto, protected by the cobra goddess Wadjet. The south ruled from Nekheb, under the protection of the vulture goddess Nekhbet, whose symbol crowned the king's white crown. After unification, many historians believe Heliopolis emerged as the intellectual and spiritual center of unified Egypt, the birthplace of creation myths and royal ideology. Crossed swords, an artistic and cultural awakening. The pre-dynastic era was not merely a political age, it was a cultural revolution. Artists carved ivory combs decorated with elephants, zebras, lions, giraffes, gazelles, and wild bulls. Knife handles made from flint, ivory, and gold depicted kings triumphing over their enemies. Massive ceremonial palettes, shaped like shields, were engraved with hunting scenes and royal victories. Even models of boats and houses, made from clay and ivory, reflect the growing complexity of communities, their building methods, their farms, their irrigation canals. This was the moment Egypt began to take shape, stone by stone, symbol by symbol. Hindu temple, the divine king. Horus on earth. For the first time in history, the Egyptian king was seen not merely as a ruler, but as a living god, the earthly embodiment of Horus. With every new reign, the king received the Horus name, written in a rectangular frame topped with the falcon. After unification, he wore the double crown, combining red and white, the eternal sign of a single, powerful nation. Globe foreign influences? Yes. But Egyptian creativity dominated. While Egypt interacted with neighboring civilizations like Mesopotamia, these influences never overpowered its identity. The Egyptians always returned to their own artistic language, bold, unmistakable, and deeply symbolic. Clapperboard conclusion. The birth of greatness. And so began the story of Egypt. The pre-dynastic era laid the first brick of a civilization that would astonish the world for thousands of years. It gave rise to the first kings, the first capitals, the earliest artistic styles, and the foundations of what would become the legendary pharaonic culture. Our journey ends here, but the story of Egypt has only just begun. Make sure to subscribe to Tales and Stories Hub and activate the notification bell, so you don't miss the next chapter, as we continue our journey from the dawn of history, all the way to the age of the greatest pharaohs.